welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to share with you a makeup tutorial using the new Jaclyn Morphe palette. I did a whole review and swatch video. I swatched all 35 shades in this palette in my last video, and I'll link it below me in case you guys want to check it out. And today I'm wearing one of my favorite shades, Pool Party, all over my eyes, and I can definitely do more tutorials on here and on my Instagram using whatever shades you guys want to see. So if you want to see any certain eye looks, definitely let me know in the comments. And yeah, so if you guys want to see how I created this look using the new Jaclyn Morphe palette and also a bunch of my favorite products for summer, then just keep on watching. So going right into the Jaclyn palette, I'm starting with a shade Silk Cream and a Sigma E40 brush. I'm just blending that into my crease and up into my upper crease. Then I move into the shade Pooter, which is a darker matte brown, and I just use a smaller crease brush to blend that more precisely into my crease. Then I move into the shade of Pool Party, and I start to apply it with my fingertips, and it is pretty pigmented on its own, but I definitely wanted it to be super metallic. So I go in with a flat shader brush and some Fix Plus to make it super foiled and really stand out. Then I add the shade Pukey to my crease. It has kind of a greenish undertone, which helps the two shades blend together nicely. And I also add the shade Obsessed. I just pack that onto the center of my lid to add dimension to my eye look. Then for eyeliner, I use my favorite Maybelline gel eyeliner in the shade Glazed Toffee. And then I also go in with some liquid liner from Physicians Formula, which I really love. It's a great dupe for the Kat Von D tattoo liner. For lashes, I use the House of Lashes Lashes in Siren, and for primer, I use the hydrating primer from Smashbox, which is one of my favorite lightweight hydrating primers. Then I move into the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. It's one of my favorite foundations that's hydrating and also more full coverage, but it still looks pretty natural, and I actually applied like a lot of foundation, but you guys will see how I kind of make it sheer out a little bit in a second. And for corrector, I'm using the Becca corrector, which of course I use all the time. It's almost out. I'll definitely repurchase it. And I just use a flat eyeshadow brush to blend it out. For concealer, I'm using the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer. I love this concealer. It's so hydrating and it looks really luminous and natural. And then I just blend it out with the Beauty Blender Blush Sponge, which is a perfect size for blending out concealer. Then I go in with my Pixie Glow Mist and a damp beauty blender, or I apply it onto the beauty blender to just make my foundation not look cakey and make sure everything looks really luminous and flawless. For powder, I'm using the RCMA No Color Powder. I just use it under my eyes, and it's a bit drier, so I don't like to bake with it. I just apply it and remove it right away. Then to set my face, I use the Milani Prep Set and Glow Face Powder. I love this powder. It gives a really luminous, natural finish. Then I finish off my eyes. I'm going in with the shade Meeks, which is just a bronzy shimmer color, and applying that to my lower lash line. Then I take a small tapered brush and just apply the shade Obsess into my inner corner to tie in all the colors in this look. To finish my lower lashes, I go in with the Makeup Forever Excessive Lash Mascara, which is my holy grail lower lash line mascara. It just makes your lashes very voluminous. Then for my face, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow palette. I'm using the bronzer shade to contour out or bronze my cheekbones. It's a really nice glowy bronzer. Then I go into the highlighter side of the palette and just apply it down the center of my face. It's a really natural, subtle highlight. And for blush, I'm using the Balm Beach by The Balm. It's just a peachy matte blush. I love this formula. It's super long wearing and very pigmented. For my cheekbone highlight, I'm going in with Blissful by Ofra, which is a very pigmented, very metallic highlighter that I definitely love for bolder looks. And for my liquid lipstick, I'm using the shade 103 by Makeup Forever. I love this formula. It's super long wearing, very comfortable, and this shade is just like a perfect everyday nude. And with that, this makeup look is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial using the Jaclyn Morphe palette. And if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll talk to you guys soon in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.